This podcast is for professional voice teachers to answer the question, how do I grow my teaching business and even break out of that one-on-one lesson model so that I can reach and teach who I want whenever I want. I'm your host, Allie Tyler, voice teacher of over a decade and marketing and business coach for fellow voice teachers. Welcome to the Voicepreneur Podcast. Hello, lovely voice teacher. Welcome back. I never know what key I'm going to end up in when I sing talk. I shouldn't care about it so much, but welcome back to another episode of the Voicepreneur Podcast. I'm so excited and delighted that you are here with me today. We are going to be talking about something super fun. It is so fun. I'm going to make it so fun. We are talking about how to make business and marketing fun. Fun. Okay. The reason I wanted to create a whole episode about this is because so many of us musicians and singers and voice teachers and just artists in general are not taught about business and marketing. So it is scary. It is overwhelming. It can feel kind of icky. And a lot of people I know feel that. They feel slimy, they feel gross selling, they don't like being marketed to, they don't like the email newsletters, all of that stuff. So if you have ever felt this before, or you just feel like you want to improve your relationship with business and marketing, you are in for a treat. I am really passionate about helping people make business and marketing fun. And oh my gosh, I'm having a moment. It is so funny that I'm even saying this out loud because I never, ever in my wildest dreams did I ever think I would be a business and marketing coach. What? Like business? Me? There's no way. I have never really been interested in money and numbers and data and actually I do think data is pretty cool, but that's for sociological reasons. I just never thought I would pursue business ever in a million years. And through this experience of pursuing business and marketing, I personally have had to learn how to make it fun for myself, how to make it enjoyable, how to show up for myself every day, because guess who's running a business? You are. And if you are a one-man or one-woman show, then it is all on you, my friend. And so you got to find the fun in it. You got to make it enjoyable. And so I have found such a love for it, and I really hope that I can help you love it too in some way, even if it's just an ounce more than you do starting this episode. I just want you to build a better relationship with business and marketing. So here are a couple of things that we can do to do that. The first one, this is really fun. The first one is creating your own way of teaching, creating your own method, being the master of your own mission. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. I think this is awesome. Maybe it's because I'm a Virgo. I don't know, but I just think that opportunity to create our own method, our own way of teaching, our own mission, that is so cool. Like that's kind of like why we're on planet Earth in the first place. We are creators. We are evolving. We want to evolve the human species, and we do that by creating things, right? So, okay, let's back up here. I want you to imagine like you've been hired to write a book, or to do a TED Talk, or to offer a speech or a class on whatever you like that relates to voice teaching. So for me personally, I love practicing mindfulness and spirituality and breath work. And these were all modalities that have made such a transformative impact on my life that I thought it would be kind of fun to introduce these modalities into my voice teaching studio. So I would do things like have oracle cards on my bookcase. And so when students would come in, they would draw an oracle card and it would set the tone or the intention of the day or the lesson. Or sometimes I would practice breath work with them, and we would put on a song and we would practice literally breath work exercises, pranayama, and all kinds of things. Sometimes we would do things where we would just meditate and tune into how we were feeling, and we would set sort of this intention or this word based off of the prompt, I want to feel blank, And then that would set the tone of the entire lesson. So let's say it's, I want to feel grounded. Then the entire voice lesson would have various exercises to support that voice student to feel grounded, right? So there are tons of different ways that I personally would introduce mindfulness and mindset and spirituality and breath work into my studio. And it ended up informing my own method, which is the whole voice. That is actually my brand and business name. It is the whole voice. You can go find me over at the whole voice on Instagram, on my website, yada, yada. And the whole voice for me personally was that intersection of the wholeness of singing. It is the voice work. It is the mind work. It is the body work. It is the spirit work. So that method ends up being the whole voice, right? That's kind of what I named it. So that's just an example. You don't have to name your method if you don't want to, but kudos to you if you do. That's even better. But really what it's all about is just creating your own way of teaching. And you do this through research, you do this through observation, you do this through testing it, through trying it, through tweaking it. Use your students, use your brain, use your creative intuition. Just have fun with this. It is so fun. Okay, so that's one way that you can make business and marketing fun is by creating your own teaching method or way of teaching. Another thing that you can do every single day that you are working on or in your business, you can set the intention for how you want to feel as it relates to your business. So this means that you got to get extremely tuned into your energy. How are you feeling each and every day and each and every moment, if you can possibly check in that often? I mean, just check in as much as you can throughout the day. How am I feeling now? How am I feeling now? Why am I feeling this way, right? So you want to be extremely tuned into your energy. You also want to be extremely tuned into the thoughts that you are having. So are you having thoughts like, I have to do this, or I get to do this? That is such a simple and profound mindset shift, especially as it relates to your business. So be observant of how you're feeling, be observant of the thoughts that you are having. Hint, 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 those two very much coincide with one another. You can also be very tuned into what your actions are throughout the day. So are you stuck scrolling on Instagram versus working on a project that you know you've been wanting to work on? Right? And maybe asking yourself, what am I avoiding here by getting on Instagram and just mindlessly scrolling? What am I procrastinating on? Why am I procrastinating on it? Right? So look at your actions. Look at your overall feeling. Like if something has been coming up day in and day out and day in and day out, take a look at that. Are you burned out? Are you exhausted? Are you resentful? Are you overwhelmed? Are you stressed? You know, all of this stuff really impacts your momentum, your commitment, and just the overall growth of your business and your life, right? Something you can also be thinking about are like just your ideas in general. So if you have, let's say, an idea to do a masterclass and you want to, post about it on Instagram and you want a few people to show up and they're going to do some musical theater songs for you. And then you're going to have participants who are going to watch it and you have this whole thing planned out in your mind. But every time you go to sit down and actually work on it, you're just like, ugh, I don't want to work on this right now. And you keep feeling that over and over and over again. Look at that. Ask yourself, does this idea light me up anymore? Do I feel excited about making this come to life? Why not? And can we look at that? Is there a reason that has to do with, maybe it could be a scarcity mindset thing. It could be just the idea itself. Maybe you just don't feel jazzed about the idea anymore and you did at one point in your life, but you don't anymore. There's so many different reasons why we get stuck, right? So that's the first thing is we want to evaluate why we're feeling stuck, what we're feeling stuck on, how we're feeling in general. Then after that, we can shift. Once we are aware of what's going on, then we can focus on how we want to feel in our business and what you can do to embody that feeling. So let me give you a really concrete example, actually. It's so perfect. So this happened to me this morning before I hopped on to do a recording with you. I had been noticing that I was scrolling on Instagram a bit more than I want to, and that is usually pretty much always my cue that I am avoiding something. And I kind of sat with that this morning. I thought, okay, I need to sharpen up my morning routine. I want to make sure I meditate and I move and I sweat and I just take care of myself. And something that kept coming up when I was particularly in my meditation, was how I just wanted to do this more. I missed that feeling of spaciousness and self-love and nourishment. And I wasn't really doing that enough for myself. I have not been doing that enough for myself right now because there's a lot going on in my life. I'm working on a big launch and a big project, and I'm a hustler at heart. I really get going. When I get going, I get going. And sometimes I need to remind myself to take care of myself so that I can keep going, right? So anyway, I'm tapping into this feeling this morning, and I'm tuning into my body and feeling these tight places in my body. I can feel that this is sitting in my chest, that I'm having some anxiety about money, that there's just a lot of stuff that's kind of bubbling up from this feeling of hustling and not taking care of myself and yearning to take care of myself more. So then after I assess how I'm feeling, I tune inward and I set the intention of feeling differently. And all that means is asking myself, how do I want to feel? And listening. And usually it will just be one word, maybe a couple of words will come up, and I just listen to that. So today, the words that came up were, I want to feel joy and I want to feel ease. That's it. I just want to feel joyful. I want to feel ease. I want to feel excited. I want to feel like I get to record podcast episodes, not that I have to record them, right? I don't want to have a feeling of pressure or hustle or stress or anything like that. I just want to feel joy and ease. Man, so fun, because now I can align all of the actions that I take within my business to support those feelings. Right? So I went on this long walk. I listened to a great podcast. I had a dance party. Everything about my whole day since setting that intention has been feeling so different. It feels so good. So that is a way that you can make business and marketing fun. Know that your business is meant to support you. And yes, you got to grow it. You got to tend to it. You got to water it like it's a plant, of course. But you can do it in a way that is intentional and that is fun and joyful and really however the heck you want to feel. The last thing that I would recommend is to treat marketing in particular like it's a game. It is a game. Business is a game. And when you take yourself out of the game and you start looking at it like it's a puzzle that you are figuring out, it is so much more fun. So here's the first thing we're going to do. I want you to vow. You can even put your right hand up if you want, or down, whatever they do. I don't know what they do, but you're going to put your hand up and you're going to vow, take this vow with me, that you will not take anything personally. Let's say it together. I will not take anything personally. I'm talking about the posts that get crickets, or the months where you have no students, or the time that you spent 2 hours on that dang Instagram reel and it got no views. Whatever the case may be, as it relates to marketing and your business, please don't take it personally. Don't take it personally. Look at this like it's a game. Look at everything like you are experimenting. You are a scientist. You have hypotheses. Oh my gosh. Whatever the plural is of that word, you have a hypothesis and you are going to test it and you are going to tweak it and you are going to observe it and you are going to change it and you are going to try this and you're going to try that and you're just going to see what happens. Data is your friend. Just look at it and be like, that's really interesting that that video did really well and that one didn't. I'm surprised by that, but okay, let's move with it. Or, that's super interesting that that video all about how to do that particular thing. Wow, that really did not go well. And I thought it was going to, but okay, people don't want to hear about that anymore. Just don't take it personally. That's it. Treat it like it's a game, because it is. So I hope that this helps you view business and marketing with fresh eyes, to know that you are the creator of your own reality. You can create your own way of teaching. You can create a day that really looks and feels fun and joyful and easy when it comes to your business. And you can feel good about marketing because you're not taking it personally and everything is an experiment. This is how you'll be successful in your teaching business. So fun. I'm like smiling so big because my intention for today was to feel joy and ease. And I just feel so much joy, so much ease, so much fun bringing you this episode and connecting with you in general. So come connect with me. Come say hey over on Instagram. It's my favorite platform. You can DM me over at the Voicepreneur. And if you're not in our community, please come and join us. We are over on Facebook. Our group is called the Aligned Voice Teachers. We are a high vibe group of voice teachers on a mission to grow our teaching businesses. And when I say high vibe, I mean like serious high vibe. Like it is a strong community and the teachers are incredible in there and they just constantly blow my mind. I love you all so much. So definitely come and join us there. And if you are interested in the Voicepreneur program, definitely go check out the show notes on that. You can join the waitlist that is coming really soon, and I can't wait to welcome you in. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that this episode was helpful and inspiring for you to keep on going. You have a beautiful voice to share as a voice teacher, and I hope that you will start having fun in your business. All right, catch you in the next episode, my friend.